Hey everyone, welcome to Wax Pack Wisdom. I'm Jake T. O'Donnell. Got a couple things to go over today, including some pickups from a card show that I went to over the weekend and a really cool Prewar card that showed up in the mail today on Tuesday. First, before I get into that stuff, wanted to mention that I went on another channel, did a collab with Dan's Vintage Baseball PC, the great Dan who I saw in person at White Plains a couple weeks ago at this point, or a little over a week ago. I went on his channel and we each opened packs of 1979 OPG baseball. And it was a blast. It was a great time. I got to talk to Dan about sort of my origins as a collector and how Wax Pack Wisdom got started. So had a really awesome time with Dan. So go and check that out. I'll put a link to that video and a link to Dan's channel below. So please do check that out. It was a lot of fun. I hope it's worth your time. It's about an hour long. So we had a great time and had some really interesting cards that we pulled in those packs. I am going to have another collaboration. I'm going to appear on another channel coming up here soon, but I'm not going to get into that quite yet because I don't think it's out there publicly, the person who is hosting it. So once that is out there, that I'm going to be part of that, I will let you know so that you can know when to check that out, when that's going to be available. So, and then this weekend, February 1st, I'm going to the Cranston, Rhode Island card show. Really looking forward to that. If you're going to go to that, please let me know, and maybe hopefully we can meet up. I'll probably be there in the morning at the first part of it. So let's get into the card show from over this past weekend on Sunday. I had a little bit of a window of time before I recorded with Dan that I could go down to Mansfield to go to the show and then come back. And I'm going to roll some footage of the show over this while I'm talking. It was a sort of typical Mansfield show. I got there early, so you might not notice as many people in some of the footage that I'm showing. And got to see Matt from Providence. He was there. I didn't buy anything from Matt. Just not really a lot that enticed me overall at the show this past week, at least in terms of what I kind of had available to spend for that show. So I didn't make any big purchases, but I did come away with two separate $20 purchases. And the first one was I bought a lot of wax of 3 packs that I will open on the channel at some point here, oldest being this pack of 92-93 Topps basketball. This, I believe, is the rookie year of Shaq, so there's possible Shaq rookie in that. So we'll open that. I think we've opened packs of this on the channel before. I think that those cards look not unlike the baseball cards, which of the 92 Topps, which I have back here. I also got a pack of 95 Fleer Ultra baseball, so this is like kind of my peak collecting time, 95, and obviously 30 years since this came out. So we'll watch this and we'll open this. And I just wanted to point out what it says right here. Do cards, not drugs. Important message. And then I also got this pack of 2022 Bowman Platinum that I'll probably open this on a short soon. So then the only other cards that I bought is I spent that. So those 3 together were $20. I bought like a lot of 6 cards, or 7 cards. 6 of them are current Red Sox or Red Sox prospects, and one was a kind of a cool older card from a Red Sox legend before they were with the Red Sox. I'll show you what that is. But the 6 Red Sox cards that I bought of current guys is I bought this 2015 Bowman Chrome Devers, this 2021 Optic Donruss, sort of unlicensed. I guess that Donruss had lost the license at this point of Devers. That's 2021. A couple of Marcelo Meyer cards. This is a Bowman Invictus Refractor, I think. Or no, I think the next one's, this is maybe not. It is a refractor, actually. Bowman Invictus Marcelo Meyer. This is a refractor of Bowman Best Meyer. This is from 2021. So kind of a cool refractor there. And then the last 2 cards were numbered cards. This is a Tristan Casas Bowman Chrome numbered to 499. Thought that was a cool one. And then this was a Topps Pro debut of Mikey Romero numbered to 150. Mikey Romero was the Red Sox first-round pick in 2022. He made it up to Portland this past year. We interviewed him on the Pesky Report. Again, if you're a Red Sox fan, please subscribe to the Pesky Report wherever you get your podcasts during the season. I record weekly with my friends Hunter and Derek talking about the Red Sox minor league system. And we did get to interview Mikey Romero during this past season. He's a great kid, and he's a beautiful left-handed swing. And he's been through a lot, both personally and sort of on the field with a lot of injuries, but made it up to Portland this past year to Double-A. And I think he's going to make it to Triple-A at some point in 2025. And a really big fan of him and his game overall. He's a great kid. So I'm happy to pick that up. And then the last of the cards that I picked up was, I was really fascinated by this one. I'd never seen this card before. It is from I guess it's a 1998 Upper Deck David Ortiz Twins top prospect. He's on the phone there. This is when he played for the New Britain Rockcats, formerly a team, the Twins minor league team in Double-A in the Eastern League. They played teams like the Sea Dogs. So I'd never seen this card before. That's kind of a cool background there. This card was only $5, and I think the reason why is that you may not be able to really make it out. There's like a ding right there. Like it's kind of a dimple imprint, and so not really, this wouldn't gem for sure. But again, $5 for the Hall of Fame, minor league card of a Red Sox hero. So I thought I grabbed that. So again, all of this and those other cards I said, that was $20. So that's all I picked up at the card show, and so really happy to get all that stuff. So the big ticket item that I want to show you today is something that came in the mail today, and this is from Anson Whaley, who runs the Prewar cards Twitter account, and they run a really cool sales thread. Usually it's Sunday nights, not every Sunday night, but there's always a really fun opportunity to buy cool old pre-war cards, some sports, some non-sports, and Anson's prices are always really fair, and gets the cards out quickly, and so I always appreciate. And I've picked up some really cool stuff through the last couple of years, through that thread. So if you're on Twitter, if you're on X, check out @Prewar Cards. That's Anson, and you'll get some really cool stuff. So this was a card that I guess I wouldn't necessarily say it was like really high on my radar, but I have been trying to diversify some of my pre-war collection, and there was a name specifically that if I was going to try to get one of their cards, I felt like it was, reasonable price that I would try to get one of their cards. And so this card came up. I thought it was very reasonably priced, and I claimed it. And it is the 1910 to 1912 T218 Champions Jack Johnson. Definitely a low-grade card, as you can see. I'll try to tilt it up so you can see kind of, but a nice example, honestly, of a really legendary card, probably the most legendary card in this set. There's two different Jack Johnson cards in this set. There's this side view, which is kind of the most, his like iconic view, and then there's like a front view that is a bit more kind of a rarer card. And then you'll see the back here, which it kind of gives you some of his big fights. Let me try to focus this a little bit better. I don't know if that's going to focus, but at this point he had not fought he had fought Jack Jeffries back or Jim Jeffries back in 1902, but he has a huge fight in this era around the time this card comes out, in which he beats, I think it's Jim Jeffries, right? And they so let me just, I'll back up a little bit and talk a little bit more about Jack Johnson. He was the first black world heavyweight champion, and a really important key figure, not just in the history of sports and the history of boxing, but really in American history, as this sort of, you might argue that he was like the first black, sports superstar in America. And remember, this is 1910. There is a generation that lived through the Civil War, that's alive in this time period, and a black man becomes the world heavyweight champion. So I would, encourage folks to look up more stuff about him. But I just thought it was cool and important to add a Jack Johnson card to my PC. Now, the oldest card in my whole collection is a boxing card, my Ike Weir 1887 Allen and Ginter card, which I do plan on doing a video about at some point. So, and I have other boxing cards. I have a whole 9-pocket page of 48 leaf boxing cards. And then I'd like to get more boxing cards. I'd like to get some of the bigger names from that set that I don't have, like Joe Louis and Jake LaMotta and a few others. Get like a Rocky Marciano card at some point. I want to get more boxing cards and build up kind of a boxing card PC. But again, this is like the most prominent card from this set. And so I'm going to send this to SGC in my next order. And again, like I said, I would encourage people to look up stuff about Jack Johnson. If you don't know anything about him, a very, very important figure in, like I said, in not just boxing history, but in American history. And I thought this was a nice buy, and it was good to get this card. And then one thing I'll also mention is that Anson always throws in a freebie card with every pack or every card that he sends. And he sent this this Peanuts playing card. There you go, King Charlie there, or I don't know if that's not Charlie, is it? No, I guess maybe it is. And with Snoopy on the back. So, like mini playing cards, is that Snoopy's going to go skiing. It's appropriate for this time of year. So anyway, so that's it. That's all I got for today. We'll do a pack rip before the end of the week, and then 59 Tops Friday, and then, like I said, going to the card show in Cranston, Rhode Island on Saturday, and then next week a fun collab that hopefully at some point I'll be able to tell you more about. So thanks very much for watching again. Check out the video I did with Dan on Dan's Vintage Baseball PC. The link to that is below. Also, please check out where you can follow us on all social media channels, our list of favorite nonprofits and charities, and also just please subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate it if you continue to engage with us. It means a lot. So thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time on Wax Back Wisdom. Take care.